me, the Joey Digital. I am here, you are here, we are all here together at the most amazing, self-healing, self-rejuvenating, you guessed it, it is the Fort Lauderdale Beach in all its splendor, alright? Super happy to have you all here, super happy to be sharing time and space with you, the collective, alright? I want to go ahead and encourage you all to, if you have not done so as of yet, I want to encourage you all to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you all may be updated when I post and create all new content. Alright, cool. Yeah, what is up, y'all? What is going on? I'm here at my favorite place. Y'all already see what's going on. I'm in a different spot though. I'm kind of over here where the basketball park is, and you know, there's some other landmarks that they have going on. I'm gonna spin you all around real quick. Y'all not gonna be able to see the basketball park because it's back there, but yeah, beautiful, 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 beautiful. A lot of people out here today too, man. Yeah, very happy about that. Very happy to see a lot of people out here. Sun is dipping in between the clouds, so it was super bright out here earlier, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I'm grateful nevertheless. Put this part down real quick. I'm grateful. Yes, see, I got the green aventurine going. I got a couple of, I got some other metaphysics going. I got some selenite. I got some love. I got some rose quartz for the love. I got some clear quartz. I got the moldavite. I have some other things on the way too. I'm waiting for that to come in the next couple of days. I'm gonna definitely be giving y'all some updates on that. But neither here nor there. I'm just happy to be sharing time and space with you, the collective. All right. I'm very excited to be amongst great people doing great things. I'm happy to be sharing time and space with you all. I know y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you are sharing very precious time and space here on the channel, and I just want to let you know that I have a heart full of gratitude and appreciation. All right, and that is to my current subscribers and also to my new subscribers, because y'all been showing some love, man. Y'all really been coming through, really just been showing a lot of love, man. And you know, I'm very humbled about that. I'm very happy about that. And to the current subscribers, y'all already know why we're here. Y'all know why we're here. We're here to open our eyes to becoming our truest potential. We're here to open our eyes to becoming our truest potential. We're here to open our eyes on different things that we can do, affirmations we can say, and sequences we can illuminate so that we can really tap into becoming our greatest version, our highest version, you know, through becoming one with the original creator as the co-creator. All right, so I just want to say real fast that I definitely have a very powerful message today, and if this is what you are here for, let's go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, let's hit the like button. If y'all want to support the channel, let's subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. All right, I am letting you know definitely that I've been getting a lot of downloads. I've been getting a lot of downloads, especially like even earlier today I had a really strong one about not just being an empath, but I heard something today, because you know, y'all already know I'm an avid watcher of other YouTube pages. I love watching spiritual content on YouTube, and you know, TikTok is emerging as a strong number 2, you know. And there were some things about there were some things being said about being a dark empath, and I just want to say this is just for entertainment purposes only. I can only speak on my experiences. I am not, you know, I don't have any, as you would say, paperwork. I don't have the credentials, the school credentials, but I could definitely tell you what I've been through. with becoming an empath, with becoming a healer. And I just want to let you know that I could tell y'all a lot of things, and I will. All right. And what I mean is being a healer, being an empathic person, being a healer person, you learn very fast on how to regenerate, okay? On what a regeneration is, how to regenerate. What that means is pretty much is you go through things in life. You go through trials, tribulations, you go through ups and downs. Some things that you go through are very hard, some things are not. But when you are a regenerator, you learn how to regenerate your energy through self-healing, all right? Now, before anyone could, and I'm speaking for myself personally, before I could say I'm a healer for anyone else, I have to be healed, all right? And I could definitely tell y'all, just from my life journey, that I know, because my heart is pure and I have good intentions, regardless of who I meet or who I come in contact with, I know that my life, me living my life's purpose, positively impacts other people's lives journey. All right, let's go ahead and hit that like button. All right, now it's not just me, myself, I'm speaking for you as well. I know that you all could definitely attest to this. Y'all have come into people's lives and maybe they've been going through different stages, and for one reason or another, you have been able to come into their life and illuminate their very dark path with your internal light, showing them multiple ways on not only how to get out of their situation, but get into a new one where they are in alignment with themselves, with their life purpose, and with being a magnet for the things that they love to come into their life. All right. And I have healed a lot. Y'all, if y'all remember the beginning of my journey, I went through a lot of different things. A lot of it is documented, you know, a lot of it is just personal development, change. You know, I definitely equate it to wearing Moldavite, and even when I didn't have Moldavite, I still was able to tap into the energy, even when I didn't wear any metaphysical crystals, even when I was not wearing anything, any clear quartz or anything like that. I was still able to attune to the energy, because, you know, you are what you attract. All right, so if you are constantly doing things to change your reality will change. Okay, Moldavite, no Moldavite. All right. So me being a healer, you know, I self-proclaim it because I feel like I healed myself. I feel like I've lived multiple different lives here and now during this life. You know, whether I want to tap into my Akashic records, or, you know, and say that I did, or I choose not to and I just keep it in the present, it has happened. You know, it was, you know, as they say, it was written. All right. And I know that I'm speaking to a collective who has done the same. All right. You know, there are things that have happened in our lives that we know we should have we know we should have failed. Okay. We know that we should have failed. We should have fell off. And we were bracing for impact. And the impact never happened. The other shoe never dropped. The failure never came, because you know why? Because we were present in everything that has ever happened in our life. We were present in every moment, and we did the homework. We took notes. We were reading different things that were happening in our lives. We were taking note of holding ourselves accountable and reclaiming responsibility for everything, for every failure, for every blessing, you know, just so that no one could come in and hold it over our head and say that I made you fail or I made you blessed. You know, like we went through everything, and that's the reason why the real true failure never happened, is because, let me tell you something, God wants you to be here. All right, if you're seeing this message, God wants you to be here because you have a story in your heart that has meant to be told. Okay, and even if you are not a person like myself who is, you know, here in front of a camera, or even if you're not the type of person that will speak about what it is that you're here to help people with. It's showing in your eyes, it is showing in your heart, it is showing in your mannerisms, in the way you walk, your walk of life, and the way how you carry yourself. All right, hit that like button. All right, I call myself a healer, self-proclaimed, because I have healed. Whether it was self-destructing personal thoughts that I thought about myself, or anything that has been projected onto me from other people, entities, places, or things. All right, I have been able to fully embody the whole journey and transmute any and all energy so that it may work in my betterment. Okay, and I know that this is what you all are doing. All right, because I already know the collective, I already know how y'all move, and just know y'all inspire me. All right, and just think about it. Think about how strong you are to go through everything you've been through and survive 1000% of everything you've ever been through. All right, amazing stuff, man. Listen, I'm inspired because I already know, you know, you already have a good heart. You already are doing the right thing. You already are trying and waiting on God and waiting on the Most High before you even make any steps. And then on top of that, any negative things that happen, any negative energy that has been thrown in your direction, you have been able to take that negative energy and transmute it, make it positive, and actually add it to what it is you were already going to do anyway. All right, y'all know the phrase, using the enemy as a footstool. Now when I say enemy, I'm talking about spiritual. I'm not talking about physical. I'm not talking about anybody physically. I'm not talking about somebody you work with, or that maybe they fell out with you, or I'm not talking about somebody in your family that maybe y'all not seeing eye to eye. I'm talking about the spirit, the energy, because regardless of what the person is, regardless of who the person is, it's the same energies. Okay, you could recognize positive energy go from one person to another, just like you could recognize negative energy go from another person to a different person. And we all know, when it comes to energy, when you're an energy worker, you're a healer, you know that any negative energy, anything that has been sent to you, all right, we have the power of discernment. We have the power of taking that negative energy and transmuting it, making it positive. Or if it's something that's just not going to serve anything anyway, we could just send it back to the universe. Or I'm not even in the game of sending negative energy back to people. I just, as I say in a lot of my videos, I just be feeling like they just need love. Like, I get it, people are having a hard day, they might project, they might give you a side eye, they might give you some kind of whatever kind of energy, but I send love and light at them, because maybe they need it more. Maybe they feel like they need it more than I'm getting it. And me being abundant, maybe I feel like I have enough to share, and that's just how my perspective is. My perspective is always, I want to be able to make sure my cup is full before I can give, because the last thing that I want to do is be sending negative energy at people that really need love. So this is why I always do the work on myself every day, even before I turn this camera on. Even before I decided to even have a YouTube journey, I was doing the work. I was doing the shadow work. Whether you are looking at yourself to see what things you need to solve without crystals, or you go get you a black obsidian and add it with a black tourmaline. You know what I mean? For my people who know, y'all know. Y'all know I be studying these crystals, man. Listen, I can give y'all the formula, but a lot of y'all are already inept, y'all know, y'all could probably teach me a few things, and I'm here for that too, because I'm always willing to learn, because I'm a sharer. I'm not a gatekeeper, so if I ever learn anything, y'all already know I'm gonna be right here with y'all, giving y'all the information, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, whatever it is y'all may need for yourself. But I know that y'all are the only ones that are the only ones that are going to be able to know from what I tell y'all what it is that y'all need. Y'all will take and pull from that and leave the rest, And the reason why I brought up the thing earlier about dark empath is y'all recognize patterns. You know, I don't care how the story is being told. I don't care what's going on out here. You know, y'all already know how the book ends. Y'all know, y'all can tell from the first page of the book. Y'all can tell from the first page of the book how the story gonna end. So it doesn't matter how the world flips it and bounces it and serves it on a platter to y'all. Y'all already know the laws of cause and effect. Y'all already know based on how things end, y'all know how it started. Y'all already know based on how things start, y'all already know how it's gonna end. And y'all just tuned in, man. Y'all tuned in and y'all not playing any games, especially right here, right now. We in the year of the fire horse. Even though this message is timeless, we in the year of the fire horse right here, right now. So you already know confidence is, you know, we here, man. And hey, y'all see how I'm coming. I'm outside like this, you know, and I'd rather be outside. You know, I don't want to sit in the house all day. You know, no disrespect, you know, with all due respect, because I know a lot of people, y'all, you know, y'all feel me. There's some people that do want to be in the house today, but I don't, you know, because I love being in the heart of nature. And, you know, another thing too, you know, I don't want to go too far off the topic. Another thing is, because y'all know about being an empath or a dark empath, pretty much what when I say a dark empath, what I mean is this is how it was shown to me earlier. All right, we all know spirituality is not all love and light. All right, even though I say that in a lot of my videos, it is being real with yourself. All right, that when I say being authentic, that's what being authentic is being real with yourself, recognizing that there are some days that are not okay, there's some days that are great, but we know how to sit in that energy. Even if it is going bad, we know how to sit in it, and we know how to let it show us what it's trying to show us, so that we can learn a lesson even from those times. Because listen, without bad times, how you gonna recognize the blessings? You know, hit that like button. Without the bad times, how are we going to recognize if things are blessed, if we are having a good time, you know? And we see the whole grid, you know? We see the whole grid. There's nothing that can just come in and give us 100 compliments, and then at the end of the day, they try to destiny swap with us. You know, we're not doing that. You know, my destiny is my destiny. You know, what I work for is what I earn. I want to earn everything that I work for. You know, that's an affirmation right there. I'd rather earn it. Instead of going like this, I'd rather earn everything, whether it's an experience, whether it's something financial, whether it's a friendship, whether it's love. I'd rather earn that than it be handed to me because it's me, or because, you know, I look a certain way, or because, you know, and y'all know, y'all can attest to this. Y'all don't want anything superficial. Y'all want something authentic. Y'all want something real, you know? It's like that. It's like this, that phrase that Method Man said in one of his songs with Mary J. Blige. He said, forget all that romance crap, just show your love. You know, excuse my language. You know, I'm not trying to talk negative, but he said, just, you know, forget all that romance, just show your love, you know, and that's it, you know, because love is the highest frequency. And it's not even about achieving with it. It's not even about achieve. You can't. I'm not gonna say you can't achieve love. You just align with it, because it's already there. There is nothing that you should do in order to say, oh, it's love. You just align with it, you know, regardless of where you are on your walk, on your path. You just align with love, and it shows up. And then when you pair that with authenticity, you got something extra, you know. You got a lot going on positively, you know. And the reason why I was saying it again in the beginning of the video, dark empath, is because once you learn all the games, no one can play you, you know. Once you learn everything that could be done, or that, you know, will be tried, and on top of that, you done isolating. A lot of us, we not isolating no more. It's no more that sitting back, you know, for 4 months, or waiting till the next season come. We don't care what month it is. This is our season right here, right now, you know, and real talk. And It's because we know all the trickery. We know everything that's coming, and we not falling for anything because we walking in love, because we found the love in ourselves, and we have enough courage to love ourselves, and we have enough courage to show love to another person, and we have enough courage to receive real, genuine love from people and know that there is no ulterior motive. There's nothing attached to it. There's nothing, you know, like I said earlier, there's no destiny swapping. There's no people that's loving you because they need your lifestyle and they want to swap it out with theirs because they're not doing anything and you doing a lot. We not, you know, and it's not a slight to people because, you know, we're not judging people. We just judging the energy. We just observing. Excuse me. We're not judging people. We're just observing the energy. We're observing the things that are being shown to us, just like we observe our thoughts, just like every thought that is given to us is not ours. You know, we have a lot of different thoughts in our mind, but we always align with making the choice of what thought feels the most authentic for us and to us, because we all know on this journey it is not about what is happening to us, it is what is happening for us, you know. And this is how we grow. This is how we learn how to grow. It's because, you know, we're doing a lot of things that are helping us grow. You know, action is needed. And I'm saying action is needed because just because you think good and you feel good. No, actually, no. Let me stop, because thinking good and feeling good is action. It is an action. You are. So let me stop myself right there. When you think good, that's an action. When you know, pretty much what I was gonna say is you have to do something instead of wanting to do it but not doing it. That's what I was gonna say. But you know, hey, look, you know, I'm learning too, and you know, I had to go ahead and catch myself. But yeah, everything. Once you start doing a lot of different things, everything becomes synchronized, and everything, the synchronicities happen like this, and how they come in, eventually you just get so used to things being blessed, you don't recognize, oh, my life was going terrible and then this one positive thing happened, because you're not manifesting terrible things to happen in your life, because you're not operating in low vibrational energy. You're making a choice to say, yeah, even if the energy is low vibrational, I don't want it. I send it back to the universe. I don't want it. Most High, change that for me. I don't want it. God, I rebuke that. You know, however you sign up with, whatever you sign up with, plug that in, you know. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and get y'all this message and let y'all know that the reason how y'all are able to still have empathy in your heart, empathy meaning the ability to meet everyone where they are and love them for who they are, and the reason why you are able to operate like that is because now you see everything. There is no veil, all right? You know all the tricks. You know nobody's gonna play you anymore. Nobody's gonna play with you. As the younger people say nowadays, nobody's gonna play in your face. You know what I mean? And y'all are able to go back. Y'all are able to go back to loving people again the right way. Y'all are able to go back to loving people again the right way again, and from the heart again, because you can tell, you can discern. All right, your discernment level is very high, and you are able to tell if people are around you because of a financial gain or a spiritual gain, or if they really just genuinely are brought into your life because the Most High knew that you would change their life. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. I hope I was able to bring some value to this video, to your life. And I just want to go ahead and send you all positive energy, frequency, and vibrations. All right, go ahead and do something amazing for yourself in this moment. All right, if y'all want to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If y'all want to support the channel, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If y'all want to support the channel, I have links in my description. It's up to y'all. All right, but just know that just y'all watching this video to this point, and all my other videos as well, that you all are greatly appreciated. All right, love y'all, thinking of y'all. See you on the very next video. Peace and love. Namaste.